Hello and welcome. Good evening. This is This Evening, and I'm Amir Lahijy live from Los Angeles. Today we are going to continue our conversation, and our let's discuss with Coach Bonnie about success, because I said there is lots of problem around. I just heard today in the morning 4 million coronavirus patient, and California, good job, you did a great job, you are number one in a nation, and also Orange County is the number one in California. Good job, guys. I told you 1,000 times, please wear a mask, come on. So but Coach Bonnie is still, she want to talk about success. I don't know why. So let's go and talk to Coach Bonnie. What's going on? Hello, Coach Bonnie.
Hello, Amir. The way you sound, it's like, I know we're going through a tough time, but at every given moment, there's always a bright side to every hardship. So even though that the numbers are growing up, people are now finally getting together and coming together united. They are wearing more masks, and this was inevitable, the surge, and we knew that we were going to hit a spike, and we are in the midst of it right now. Hopefully in a week or a couple of weeks we're going to flatten the curve and continue bringing the curve down. So there is also good side that there is a possibility of finally get a vaccine. We're very close to it. So there's always, we have two choices. We can always look at the worst case scenario or reframe it and find something positive in that situation. There is always a choice to find something positive even in the midst of the most challenging times. So with that said, definitely now that we're going through so many people being laid off, furloughed, not being able to go back to their jobs, this is the time to rethink and shift the mindset, stepping out of our comfort zone and look outside of the box for new possibilities. We talked about last week, we talked about finding our potential, our capabilities. This is the time to step into your power, to step into your creative side, to look for new ways, find new tools, new capabilities, new resources, new learnings. Find out what else can you do. It's you got to realize that life doesn't happen to us. Life happens for us. So even if we're thinking that my life is never going to be the same, or I'm depressed, I have anxious thoughts, nothing is going the right way, in the hindsight, in a year or in a couple of months, in a year, in 2 years, this could be the blessing in disguise for you. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but if we look at
it is because yes. I'm talking by the fact. I'm talking with the number. I'm talking yes. with the people when they are not responsible this much to wear just a mask. Wear a mask. Then they want to think about future or be successful. Come on, Coach Bonnie. Coach Bonnie Sadigh.
Okay, you can wear a mask, be responsible and wear a mask. You don't believe in wearing a mask and still have a mindset of being successful. So success in general, I think we are mixing two different and very important topics together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about success in your career. We're talking about success in your relationship. We're talking about success in your life. So I know
what is the definition of success for you?
Success is a very personal, has a very personal meaning to each one of us. It's a personal definition. It's not a one size fits all definition.
Right.
One's success is to have a good relationship. One is to have millions of dollars in their bank account. One, could be to end world hunger or to find a vaccine for the virus. So each one of us has a definition for what success means to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's very personal. It's not that for me it might be writing a book, could be talking publicly speaking in front of 20,000 people.
You
So
are
for
doing
you,
now.
maybe, huh?
You are doing now.
So for each person it's different. However, there are 7 principles for success that is universal. No matter if your success is small or big, or however you want to define success in your own personal universe, the protocol or the principles kind of stay the same. The number 1 is knowing what we want. What is the outcome?
Right.
Okay? Because most of us, when we are talking about success or goal setting, we know what we don't want, but we're not very clear on what it is that we want.
Correct.
Number 2 is taking real action. It's not just wishing I had $1 million in my bank. It's not just wishing that I was 10, 15 pounds less heavier. It's not wishing I had a good relationship. It's real
Take action.
Taking action towards that outcome, towards that goal. And then number 3 is paying attention to your results. Most of us focus on 100%. We don't celebrate the small gains. Every step of the way, when we get a step closer to our goal, to our outcome, we need to celebrate that and have a mindset of celebrating the gains instead of concentrating on the lacks. I got 95% close to my goal, but I didn't get it 100%. We tend to focus our attention to that 5% that we didn't achieve rather than the 95% that we did achieve.
And pay a daily goal. Make a daily goal, and
we'll get to that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, because I took your class. I know. Maybe sorry, I jumped.
And then number 4 is be willing to change. Have behavioral flexibility. If something is not working, be able to change your plan. If, for instance, right now, most of us are not able, not most of us, some of us are not able to go back to the jobs that we used to have. So now it's the time to think and see what else we can do. We need to change the behavior and figure out what else is there for me. So having that behavioral flexibility is very important, not to be just black and white.
Correct.
And then I think this is number 5.
This is number 5, yes.
Yeah. Focus on excellence, not perfection. Most of us procrastinate because we want to be perfect in order to take action. Any small action is better than waiting it for it to be perfect and then taking action.
Right.
We need to have that psychology of excellence. I want to exceed my own best. So every time that not that I'm competing with someone else, but have a role model and then beating my own best, not someone else. I'm only competing with myself and every
own
day.
Best.
Exactly. I'm just going to do my best to be better than I was yesterday.
Right.
So focusing on excellence.
Right.
Number 6 is always live with gratitude and integrity. When we live in gratitude and we live by our values and by principles, it's empowering. It gives us motivation. It gives us a reason to do what we do. Okay?
Right.
And number 7, which is I think very important, is to pay attention to ecology. What that means is what my goals are. It's good for me, it's good for you, and it's good for the planet. So thinking as not as just for me, but as universal, something that is good for everybody. It's not just me that benefits from it. And I'm not, by doing what I'm doing, I'm not putting someone else down. I'm not taking someone else's credibility. So it's good all around. It's a win-win-win. Okay?
Yes. I'm making note.
Okay.
I'm a good student.
Very good. Now, the next step into being successful, and this is again in anything that we do, writing down our goals. In NLP, we have a technique called SMART goals. SMART goals. See, when you put pen on paper and write down your vision, your goals, your outcomes, what you want, your desires, it already becomes real. You're giving your subconscious mind a signal that this is what I want. Okay? Now, how do we do the simple goal setting writing? So, the acronym SIMPLE, the S stands for specific.
Right.
Simple. See yourself in that outcome. Okay? So, for example, if you want to lose 15 pounds and you want to have a new job and you want to have a good relationship, don't mix these three goals together. Have them separate. Make them simple, make them specific, and make them meaningful for you. See yourself in that goal. Now, the M stands for measurable.
What happened to I?
It's SMART.
Okay.
Not good. Simple. Did I say simple? Smart.
Smart, yeah.
Smart. So the M stands for measurable. Measurable means, how do I know when I achieved it? What are the evidence that I achieved it? And it needs to be meaningful to me. Okay? So the goals, am I doing this goal for my husband? Am I doing it because my parents are telling me? Or is it something that I really want? Is it meaningful for me?
Right.
The A stands for achievable, as if now. Okay? And in all areas of your life.
Right.
R stands for realistic and responsible. So, for example, if I want to lose 15 pounds, is it realistic to set my goal for a week from now?
Yeah, exactly.
Most probably not. So it needs to be realistic.
Right.
What is the timeline? How realistically will I be able to achieve this goal? So don't put yourself up for failure and put a date that is not reasonable and responsible. Now, and the T is time-based. It's towards your goals, towards what you want. Time-based means that when you're writing your goal, you write it as if it has happened right now. You are in the goal, seeing yourself, hearing yourself, feeling yourself in that moment of achieving your outcome. It's not that I will achieve my goal and lose 15 pounds in 3 months.
Right.
It's like so it's time-based, and the time is now. It is now September 23rd. I am looking down at my scale and I see the number that is giving me joy, for example. So it needs to be time-based. So
it means today is July 23rd and you're making the time for September 20 something, you said. You set the date and time. In that time I want to be this.
Yes. So it's as if you travel through time and you are seeing yourself in that time. Let's say this September 23rd. You see yourself in that time and you see yourself achieving that goal. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Okay. So, and there are the questions you have to answer in order to achieve success is the W questions. Okay. Who are we doing this for? For what purpose I'm doing this for? Where am I doing this? Set a location. When am I doing this? So again, putting the
You said
time
who,
on it.
where.
Who, what, where, when.
What was the
which.
what? What was the what?
What do you want to accomplish?
Oh, what do you want? Okay.
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 Where?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want this to happen?
Right.
When?
Mm-hmm.
Specific time. And which? Which resources do I need to tap into? Which limitations are allowing me to move forward or not to move forward? So recognizing which are your limitations and which are your requirements for achieving the goal.
This 5W works in a different way, and
Exactly.
NLPs works too, right?
and then the last one is why.
Why?
Why am I doing this? What
Mhm.
the benefits, reasons, or purpose? Why do I want this goal?
And now it's 6 why.
Exactly. Now, knowing all of this, what I do when I'm success coaching my clients is once they are very clear in their mind what it is that they want, once they write their SMART goal and we know exactly what needs to happen, then we do an action plan. But the way we do the way I do the action plan, or the NLP technique does the action plan,
I like this part. As a producer and director, action!
It's backwards. So we do a reverse or a backward action plan. Okay? Instead of looking and seeing what needs to be done and get overwhelmed with everything that needs to be done, we say, okay, this is our end goal. Okay? I know that this is my end goal. This is what I want. Now, realistically, we might set a 12-month goal. Okay?
Okay.
So, on the 12th month, at the end, we know what the goal is. What needs to happen 11 months from now for me to have that goal in 12 months? Let's say, for example, I'm writing a book.
Right.
I know that by the 12th month, I have my book published. People are buying it. People are enjoying it. That's my end goal.
Right.
By the 11th month, so we go backwards, because when we go backwards, then we have an action plan that we step by step is telling us what we need to do in every month to achieve what we need to achieve in 12 months. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, for example, in the 11th month, I need to have all my ducks in a row. A publisher is ready to go. I have all my marketing ready. 10th month, okay, probably planning on how I'm going to market and how I'm going to sell. Going down all the way, realistically putting it into plan month by month until the very end, which is tomorrow. What do I need to do tomorrow? So tomorrow I need to take out my laptop, open up my Word document, and spend 5 hours, 3 hours, whatever that we set at the action plan, and start writing my book. So for the next month, This is my plan. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm laser focused on what I need to do for month one. Month one
Right.
is writing, and then maybe mm, accomplishing 3 chapters by the end of one. So, and then once we do this, there is always good to have an accountability coach to see that you are sticking to your plan and you are doing what you are doing. And if you're hitting a roadblock, what
Mm-hmm.
is that roadblock and how we can shift the roadblock or have the flexibility to do something else. Okay, so this is where a coach, a success coach, becomes very important because he or she is keeping you accountable for what needs to be done. Now you know your homework for the first month. I am setting myself this plan to sit from this time to this time and
Mm-hmm.
write. Okay.
Correct.
Now, and then the second month, I'm doing the next 3 chapters. Then the following month, I'm beginning to hire an editor, for example. So that month is I'm doing that. I'm finding resources. I'm looking for an editor, and that is what I am doing for that.
Cool.
Until we move up the ladder 1 month at a time, and then get to the final action plan.
This is a plan based on time based, right?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yes,
And then.
exactly. And then this way of planning um, avoids you being overwhelmed, and it it requires a mindset of no matter what. See, for anything that we want to achieve in life, we want to have we want to have a big why of why I want it.
Mm-hmm.
The why needs to be big enough for me to have a mindset that no matter what happens, rain or shine, what it's not like, oh, I don't feel like it today, or someone called me and asked me to go for coffee, or I feel a little bit under the weather, I'm not going to do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. It's a mindset that no matter what, I'll get my 1 hour of writing, I get my 2 hour of writing done. It's persistence and consistency that gets you to where you want in life.
Exactly.
Does that
Amazing.
make sense?
Of course. Of course. Very good. Thank you. So, uh, we reviewed this process for any goal, and now let's talk about my last question because of timing and everything. So I have another question. Some people, they are confused. They are confused between successful and happiness. And some people, they thought they are successful, but when you review everything, you cannot see they are successful. They are just a winner in the business. Because by my knowledge, I learned you should be happy to be success. You should be, the happiness is a part of the successful. What do you think?
So, yes, a lot of people attach being successful in being happiness. They see them as equal. Once I have X, then I'll be happy. Once I lose the weight, then I'll be happy. And I've said it multiple times in different occasions that happiness is not an outside job.
Yes, as
Happiness is an
insight.
inside job.
Sure.
And that is why we see so many successful people, rich people, famous people with high status that are not happy. They
Mm-hmm.
have all these things, they have all these shiny objects, but they're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
So And in order for them to fill up the lack within themselves,
Mm-hmm.
they are eager. They go after achieving more and getting more stuff. And the more stuff that they get, they think that they're going to be happy.
Right.
But the happiness from from getting shiny stuff, it's very temporary. Once I set my mind on getting a sports car, after a month or two, that sports car becomes, not that important again. And then I start feeling that emptiness within myself again. So I invite you to look at happiness not related to anything else, but only inside. Okay?
Right.
Regardless of what I have and what I don't have, if I feel content, if I feel at peace with myself, if I feel that I am enough, then I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you have that mindset, nothing stops you from becoming successful in whatever that it is you put your mind into. So it's kind of a inside job that also extends outside. So if you feel that self-esteem, that confidence, that contentment within yourself, then you are able to achieve what you want out of life, outside of you, all the goals and all the wants and desires that you want.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Coach Bonnie. Appreciate for your time. It was a very
Of
good
course.
to review whole process for to make a goal and mindset and everything was good. Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Now remember, this is the time to think outside of the box, to think about your capabilities, your potential, think about your resources, what you can do differently. Don't let life happen to you. Don't stay in that stagnant state and feel sorry for yourself and for your situation that this is happening, and because of this I'm not able to get what I want. This is
Exactly.
the time for you to step into your power, step into your resources, and become who you were meant to be.
Exactly. Do something. Don't wait.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
something different.
Do something different. Exactly. Because you want to if you want to be happy and achieve your happiness, first of all you need to do something different. If you want to learning about biking, if you want to go hiking, anything you never done before, you want to do something new, do it. And then if you have I had a call yesterday from one of my friends. She said, I want to make a documentary movie. I said, okay, do it. Do your research. When you are ready, let me know.
Exactly.
Hello Hollywood Productions and
Yes.
Togetherness Media. We're gonna help you to do your production. But just start. Just don't tell me I want to do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I
That's
text.
that's when
I text her
exactly.
today. I said, "What you did today? Tell me. Give me a report." Because you need to do it every day. You need to exactly same thing as you said. It works. Thank you so
It
much.
does.
Yeah, I
Of course.
appreciate.
My
So,
pleasure. Have a
so
good night, everybody.
thank you, and see you next time.
Absolutely. Take care.
Thank you. So, do your action. Do your best. Do something different. Yeah, do it. Don't wait for something else. Don't wait for someone else. You need to do it.